everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am participating in the Christmas In series. I have never done this before, but I had some Christmas photos that I need to scrap. Well, actually, I have a lot of Christmas photos that I need to scrap, and I have seen this series going on all of last year, and I thought, you know what, that is an amazing idea. So well done, Moira, and I think maybe Crystal from Pineapple Papers as well. I'm not sure who the other kind of instigators are, but there's quite a lot of people who play along on the 25th of every month and they scrap Christmas photos. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that, and I'm at least going to do it for February and March. We'll see if I continue for the rest of the year, but I just think it's a brilliant way to get those Christmas photos scrapped. Of course, my ATG gun ran out of glue, as it always does in my videos, so I'm just refilling it, but this is a layout I created using the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Joyful collection. It's what Jess, oh, hang on, let me think about this. I used it for a December daily, the one that Jess did for me in 2022. And then she also used some of it to make some Christmas layouts for me last year for our Scrappy Advent calendar. And I've just got a little bit left over, so I'm, trying to get it used up. And it was on my desk because Jess had just given it back to me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use it. I also created this layout as a challenge for a cyber hop that Crazy Craft Obsession was running on their community Facebook page. This was in sort of the long weekend of January, so I filmed this a while ago. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. So I've just got the wreath paper from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection. I just cut it down and I matted it on some star paper, which is super cute. I did gut it. I don't always gut my pages, you'll know that. But I wanted to then mat my photos on the same paper that I matted the whole layout on, if that makes sense. So I did gut the inside, and the photos, they're very, very similar. In fact, they could be the same. I don't think they are. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But whatever. I printed them both, so they're both going on the page. They're just a really, if I don't say so myself, adorable photo of Lincoln. We just had our Santa photos taken on this day. It was actually, when's the date? It was the 15th of December. So it was, halfway through the month. It was very late for us to get Santa photos. Normally we get them much earlier, but it was the earliest we could get this year. We always go to a specific place, and the Jess's boys come as well. So we're a bit restricted onto the times that we can go. So yeah, we went, and Lincoln didn't have kinder that day. So Addison, we got our Santa photos taken first thing in the morning. I dropped Addison at daycare, and Lincoln and I had a mummy and son day. We went to one of our local shopping centres, and he wanted to ride the rides, the little, like the rides that you put money in at the shopping centres. I don't know if they have them in other parts of the world, but in Australia they have little, kind of, you sit on them and, they either go round, or I don't know. They're a bit of a waste of money, but Lincoln loves them, and I don't even have to put money in most of the time. He just sits on them. So we went and did that. We had some ice cream, and then he saw these kids wearing these crowns, and he really wanted one. And so I asked one of the staff at the shopping centre, and they said, oh, that's what you get when you get your photo taken with Santa. And so I thought, oh, well, we've just had our photo taken at a different Santa, and so he kept walking past Santa when Santa was taking photos, and they weren't very busy. It was a Friday kind of in the middle of the day, so they weren't that busy. And he kept waving at Santa. And in the end, Santa stood up and went over to him and came and said hello. And we talked about the crowns, and Santa made a little shush face and then gave him a crown. It was so adorable, and he was so excited, and it was very happy, and Santa was so lovely, even though we didn't get a photo taken with him. It was just really lovely. So it was a cute story, and he loved the crown, and we've still got it. Actually, I put it in our Christmas box. Will come out next year with the rest of our funny, silly hats that the kids like to dress up in. So that was the photo. It was too cute not to scrap a 12 by 12 size photo. It will probably go on my December daily as well, but it was just too cute. So what I love the most about using these wreath kind of background pages is they sort of make the layout so easy to create. So I have created 3 additional clusters, although it is a little hard to tell, but I just clustered them with more flowers and holly leaves and holly berries around the wreath. So all of my embellishing kind of fits with that wreath pattern. And I do add this giant title. I've only got 2 of them left and I want to get them used up. I don't want to put them back in my stash. So I got one onto this page. It just says Holly Jolly. They're a simple stories one. The colours aren't an exact match, but they're close enough. I think it works anyway. And then I've added a couple of little wordy strips. One says All I Want for Christmas and the other says Joy to the World, and a little chipboard flag that says Magic. And everything else is just florals and holly berries. It was so easy, this layout, so easy. So about the Christmas in Hop or series, as I said, that it runs every month. There are quite a few crafty friends who play along, and so their channels will all be linked down below. Pretty sure their channel links are not a playlist, so but I will leave all the information in the description box down below, so feel free to go and check out everybody else who's playing along this month. I know it kind of fluctuates every month about who's joining in, but yeah, I'm so excited, and I'm definitely joining in next month too, and then we'll see we'll see how we go from there. So I had fussy cut a lot of these pieces, certainly all these little holly berries that I'm trying to place around the page now, from one of the 12x12 pattern papers, and I normally probably wouldn't have cut out these holly berries because they're pretty small, but they were just cute, and I didn't think I would use them, and then I decided that I'm actually going to use them a little bit like I might use sequins or enamel dots, and I'm just going to scatter them around the page. So they are holly berries, and when you see the close-up photo, you'll see that. But honestly, they just look like the little scattery bits, as Laura Alberts calls them. And yeah, so they're just, I don't know, I just thought they added a nice little element onto the page. And I wanted to use them up, not just pop them in the bin, which is what would have happened if I hadn't have got them onto the page, because they are very small. So I'm just using a little bit of liquid glue, my art glitter glue, which I love, and then I'm just dabbing a teeny tiny bit and then sticking it down. So that's it. I am finished. So check everyone else who's playing along in the description box down below. Go and watch all the other lovely crafters joining us today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am hoping to do 30 days of sketches, or Jess and I, are hoping to do 30 days of sketches next month. So tune in for that. But otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.